Hello, Libra. Welcome to your weekly reading. I am late, so I'm going to dive straight into it. This is going to be for the week of the 6th to the 12th. So let's have a little look together and see what's going on for you guys. All right, for Libra, please, Spirit, what can we say for Libra? Ooh, ooh, oh, intense. Oh my God, Libra. Okay. Yeah, we even have chaos and conflict underneath that too. Huge self-discoveries. I think we've had that last week, but it's really continuing. Of course, it's a journey. Life is a journey. Sometimes the weeks sound a bit similar because not everything can be resolved in a week and not everything can be healed in a week. Now, anyway, a lot of ones are coming through your readings. If you're seeing 111, then that is actually a very good sign of manifestation. But I like to see numbers, how they resonate with my experiences, and the ones are really about your identity. If you think about the first house in astrology, it's really about your identity, your stability. It's you, how you perceive yourself and how the world perceives you. So this could be a very big highlighted topic for you guys within this week. So this is good. Yeah, anything outside of yourself is just an addition to your life, Libra. This is a very big message that they're saying. I think maybe there's been some codependency issues, or again, kind of feeling at a lack within yourself, so then you attach onto other things. Just be aware if you've dealt with that. I think what you're learning to do within this time is actually learn how to identify. You know who you are. You stand strong in that. Anything outside of yourself, whether it be money, whether it be people, whether it be your purpose. Well, you can argue and say your purpose is your identity, but in this case, it's kind of like you're not going to attach yourself to any failures that you make because you understand that you only made a mistake in something. It can be learned. We can adapt it to our character, but it's not who you are. You are not a mistake. You see what I mean? You're kind of learning how to detach from things that maybe you were once attached to, and that could be the opinions of other people. They're okay to have their opinion, but that doesn't mean that that's who you are. You're learning how to separate yourself from things outside yourself. You know, I can carry on with the list, but I hope you understand. So there is newfound identity, and that is really what chaos and conflict is actually about. You're kind of removing this black and white vision that you may have had on life, or that people may have had on you, and you're kind of allowing these true colors to show. You're learning what this is. You're learning who you are, and this is actually helping you to make better decisions in your life, because for some of you, maybe you made some decisions based off of who you thought you were, or who you thought people thought you were. And I think that this is because that's shattering, because you're coming to what seems like a very big awakening and enlightenment in your life. You're actually really understanding who you actually are. And you're going, actually, okay, well, maybe I'm in the wrong career completely. I'm in the wrong friendship group completely. Like, I've been doing the wrong things. Like something, at least for me, for example, like even to do with workout routines. Let's say, for example, you could be thinking that you, because of a certain identity you had of yourself or something that was imposed on you, you could have wanted to be like a bodybuilder, you know, nothing wrong with it. But now that this illusion is shattering and we have a lot of truth being revealed this time, and I'm saying it like this because we have a lot of cards expressing this, and intuitively I'm picking up on it, that you're kind of like, whoa, okay, actually, I don't want to be a bodybuilder. I want to do Pilates, you know, instead of one intense, heavy, masculine, nothing to do with gender, by the way. It's very Mars energy, which is known for that, okay? Active energy, you know, strength and pursuing and da-da-da-da. You're kind of going actually like slow and sensual, and it's just as impactful and just as powerful. Like, you know what I mean? I hope you do. You're just adjusting your life to this new found clarity that's coming in all ways, most likely. Even your relationships, like, actually, I don't want to be in this like dominant energy, or this, I want to be in more of the, I want to be looked after, I want to be loved, I want to be nurtured, and I want to come through in that way as well. Or, you know, or the other way around, I don't want to be nurtured, I want to be a leader, you know, and you're stepping into this energy. Anyway, like, you're really having a very profound understanding of yourself, and I think it's changing your life. So this is good, but it's just very challenging. So just because it's challenging doesn't mean that it's good or bad. It kind of just feels like in this case You're really revealing a lot, and this is going to be helpful to you later down the line. So one of the first cards you had out is clean it up. So I do think regardless of the changes that you're making, there is some work to do. This is kind of cleaning up mess that we kind of created for ourselves, or decisions that we made, or that is kind of maybe put us in a little bit of a position of having to kind of go backwards to go forwards, or having to dedicate some time towards something that's a little bit strenuous or challenging, or not really something you want to do, but you have to do. The clean it up card is about responsibility. It is taking that lead. Yeah, anyway, sorry. This is clearing the air, whether that's finding forgiveness or, having to go back into situations that, not literally, but having to maybe like in your brain go back to certain situations and reminisce on certain things that you didn't heal from already. So you're kind of going backwards to go forward. You see what I mean? Either way, you're cleaning up some mess. It could be physically cleaning up some mess that you left for yourself when you was going through something. And now you're kind of, because of the decisions that you made, neither right nor wrong, just was the decisions that you made, you're now kind of fixing them and clearing out the mess that you seem to have been surrounded by. Whether it was your fault or not, we don't really know, can't really tell, but you are taking responsibility for it regardless, because you are responsible for the next, for your life, for your journey moving forward. All right, so this is a good thing, and I like this sense of responsibility. I like this leadership in your life. But this is exposing to you, whilst you're cleaning things, the truth. And this is to do with masks. This is masks of others, masks of ourselves, all right? This is, all that glitters is we're understanding that not everything on the surface is what it is deep down. This kind of, it's a general reading, so it's going to be different for everyone. But I really get in a sense here that, this could be anything, and this could be everything even as well. Like, it could really be that case, because then we have truth be told. So again, this is really kind of seeing a snippet of the truth, and this is kind of taking you into a completely new world. Like, it sounds dramatic, but it is. For those who it resonates with, this complete changes coming through, and I'm getting really cold as I'm saying this. But this might put you in a position of like, well, what the fuck? I'm not gonna lie. People hate when I swear on my channel. It's interesting. If you get triggered from that, I do apologize, but it's not gonna stop me. All right, we're all adults. We know how to use discernment. All right, just saying. But it's gonna put you in a position of like, what do I do then? Like, I think you're really going to see that you have to make a different choice, and that where you are is just a dead end now, because you're seeing that actually I'm made for something much different, or I am much different like than what I thought I was. Like, it's very interesting, and it does seem to be creating some chaos and conflict within yourself. And maybe a sign of this chaos and conflict is if it's in your external as well. It's kind of the time that you're going to be needing to make some decisions. Now, fork in the road, as you can see here, we have reached a dead end. We kind of have to make a choice on which direction to go. We don't have to make it now, and hopefully it can help in terms of helping you understand which way to go. But the ultimate theme is that your life is changing because of some awakening that you seem to be having. It's coming from maybe doing some internal work. You understand? Yeah, we have the moon there, Cancerian energy, okay? But this is really deep thoughts, illusions, things that were hidden from you, even your own emotions. But when we're speaking about deep stuff, deep emotions, that could be what you're clearing out. You're realizing just how much you've been conditioned to be a certain way. And this is something that you're like, well, I need to completely change. Which, some things are very helpful. And this is something that doesn't have to be right or wrong, by the way. So if it resonates, then it resonates. If it clicks with you, then it clicks with you. If it doesn't, then it just doesn't. Everything just is, Libra. I just get a sense of like, in order to change internally, we need some external trigger 9 times out of 10. All right, not all the time, but from what I've seen and what I've experienced, and kind of vice versa. So for some of you, an external thing seems to be triggering something, and an internal thing is triggering an external change as well. So I think it's like I'm seeing like a bit of like a big bang explosion, like boom. Internals changing, externals changing, like massively. Anyways, let's see overall energy, please, for Libra. Yeah. again, the artist is a very good thing. I love when there's extra cards in a tarot deck, especially in this deck. For those of you who've been asking, I think it's like ethereal visions. Ethereal visions? I never know how to say that word, but it's this. Anyway, so what we have here is the artist, and this card actually speaks of creating a life into existence, as you can see, literally visualizing the kind of world you want to be in. So very similar to this, actually, because it's kind of like a window into a new world, a new life, a new perspective, completely new reality. And your reality is your perspective. So maybe your perspective is changing and realizing, whoa, like things were not what I thought they were. Again, we're kind of getting an illusion shifting. I've been speaking 10 minutes about an illusion here, but like honestly, it's deep and intense, and I hope you guys understand. You guys could be journaling more and being more creative, and this is helping you here, kind of getting out how you've been feeling. But Libra, the artist, is really about understanding that the pen is in your hands to write your story. And I think so far in the past, especially through childhood, we don't have the privilege of having, well, we don't with children, we don't have the control over our perspectives or who we are as a person. We are at a very young age, it's just psychology, we're very dependent on other people, specifically our parents. So if they didn't do a very good job, no one's perfect, but if they didn't give to you what you needed, then you learned that, okay, well then this is wrong to feel this way, or I'm not okay, or the world is not safe because you're not getting your needs met. So these kinds of conditionings, these kinds of perspectives, or even if you just have a lot of negative people around you and you saw life the same way they did, or I don't know, were conditioned by the trauma that they created, then you kind of feel like that's just the world as it is. But something is changing, or seeing something is being triggered. And it's when you're doing this inner work, whether it is the inner work that you're doing that triggers this, or whether it's something that you see whilst doing that work, you're getting a glimpse into your future, and you're getting a glimpse into a new life, actually. So this actually does hold some free will. But the truth be told, I always say that this is the universe holding up a window to you, saying, hey, we can leave the current situation that we are in and start a completely new life if you wish. But it's completely your choice. No one's going to push you in there. And most of the time, I think for a lot of you, you are wanting to change things and you do want something different, but it will put you in a stuck position first of all, because again, you might find yourself having to clear things up, which is what the clean it up is. That means, all right, I'm seeing my friendships differently. I'm going to change that. I shouldn't actually be around certain people, or I shouldn't be, having these kinds of connections with these kinds of people, and that's changing. Having to clear that out. Your relationships, all right, this is actually not a good relationship to be in. I'm clearing that out, or maybe I need to address my relationship differently, because this is internal and external. The way that I am dealing with certain situations needs to change. This career, actually I don't want this. This is not the life I want to live. I don't actually see myself doing this anymore. I only did this because of this. So anyways, everything's changing, but this is actually totally in your control. So don't panic too much. When we hear change, we can actually feel very, out of control, because we don't want things to change. We kind of like routines. Not you Libras in general, but the human mind. Sometimes change, especially if you've been through a lot of trauma around change, it can be a bit of a red flag, but this is not a red flag. All right, anything else for Libra, please? Yeah, the Six of Cups. We have this star card underneath this, so I'm just going to show you guys, but this is really, again, to do with your childhood, to do with soulmates, to do with past experiences. Be careful that you are not creating or recreating past experiences in your future, because, again, this is coming through like this. You have a complete control over how you create your life. It's called manifestation. It's called law of attraction. It's what you believe to be true will be true. And sometimes there's self-fulfilling prophecies where we kind of create it because we are assuming that life is going to go that way, so we become our own fault. Anyway, this is a very deep reading. There's a lot going on, but we could feel attracted to certain things because of the past. You see what I mean? Something is being awakened within you to help you understand oh my gosh, I'm repeating old stories and rewriting them into my future because of something that happened I'm not healed from, etc., etc. So we have the Star card coming through with the Queen of Cups. Could be a water sign again. Did have Cancer energy, I think, in your reading. Or was that someone else's reading? Well, here it is again. We have your emotions, though. You're really diving deep into your emotions. You're diving deep into your heart space, into your loving space, into your emotional space. And you're actually becoming more vulnerable with this. You're being more truthful and honest with yourself about your feelings. And this is helping you to uncover some things of the past. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. The Four of Wands. It could be to do with your relationships or friendships again. Some of you could be manifesting in someone from your past here. Or you're manifesting a soulmate. For some of you, this could be someone that you're visualizing. By the way, whoever comes in terms of your love life, and this is someone who is someone that you visualized, I feel like you've lived many lives with them. Even if they're a new person in this life, they'll feel very familiar to you because you've lived many lives with them. And actually, for some of you, this doesn't just have to be to do with a soulmate. Again, it could be a friendship. It feels like you two are coming together in this life, want to teach each other, but this person's becoming a bit of a mentor to you, okay? So they might be a little bit older, but just very wise, very mature. Because Four of Wands, it's like a coming together. It's a celebration here. But some of you could be bringing in a childhood dream into your future here. What's the Artist here for? Strength. Definitely visualizing some new things, but it's just using your strength to create this, which is nice. I like this, Libra. All right, what are the blockages for the week? Actually, let's clarify the cards that we're already seeing. Some of it might be jealousy or envy, by the way. This could be from other people or from you. All right, let's see. Coming from a triggered place, there's a blockage. There's the Page of Swords as well. All right, what's the Clean It Up card, please? Again, it's these emotions of yours, all right? Again, it could be a connection with somebody. We have the Ten of Swords underneath that as well. So it's having to put an end to something, to a way of feeling, all right, to giving to certain situations and giving your emotions to certain situations here. You're clearing it up. You're healing from it. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. You are doing the work. I like that. You can only plant so many seeds. The rest is kind of up to time. So just remember that, especially when it comes down to healing, it is a slow journey. It is a slow process with the Knight of Pentacles. And again, it's planting seeds. But it will be rewarding for you and will create a very good foundation. So working towards that Ten of Pentacles. All right, financially, I think you're building yourself up, and we do have the Eight of Pentacles here. Some of you could have been through a massive loss when it comes down to your finances with the Tower card, but I feel like just as much as you may have had a very shocking thing that lost you money, you're going to get a shocking thing that's going to gain you money, give you money, okay? That's a little bit of karma coming in because you're doing the work. What's the All That Glitters card? Yeah, it's the Ten of Pentacles. Again, it could be a family situation because you have the Five of Wands underneath that can really reveal the truth to you. All right, whether it's something that someone says in an argument, I think it's going to give you some boost. Yeah, look at this. It's going to give you some boost here with the Knight of Wands to go out and explore, to kind of cut away from this. You gain some maturity then from some people, and it is coming through with a family situation or a home situation with the Ten of Pentacles, Five of Wands. You're rising above the conflict. These I will see these in the Five of Wands are like children. They're like the pages. So the fact that you're coming through as the Knight of Wands and the Tower card is kind of like some epiphany is going to teach you a little bit more about your future. Email coming through as well. All right, truth be told. King of Cups. Could be a romantic situation, but the King of Cups in reference to the Queen of Cups that we did have. One, it will be a match. And for some of you, it definitely is love, by the way. But this is someone who's very in touch with their emotions. It may not show it all the time because I think they've learned how to mature, not to give this to everyone, and to know when to give emotions and when to preserve them. And I think that's something that maybe you didn't know how to. You just leaked them out onto everyone. Because that's your way of giving, maybe fulfilling something that was a bit of a hole within you, was just leaking emotions out. Better for worse, emotions can be good and bad. So I think maybe you have that tendency. I think someone's teaching you here. And again, this could be a soulmate. This could be someone who's just part of your life for a reason, to teach you something about your emotions here, to learn how to balance them, to know when to use them, to know how to be in control of them, to help you move forward. The universe is going to give you a very interesting love interest. This could be someone in your life already, and you've recently just met them and feel like you manifested them in. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Sagittarius. But Ace of Cups, Eight of Wands, forward movement. And this is being restored and fulfilled, no longer leaking out onto everyone, whatever they mean by that. You know, where it's kind of like emotionally, when someone upsets you, you just want to react. And it doesn't mean that you're sensitive, but it means that you aren't in control of your emotions when you're just giving all this like, you know, when you send people paragraphs, like people do it, not everyone, but hey, the people I'm reading for, it seems like when we say leaking them out, maybe we express ourselves too early, all right, and it ends up being towards the wrong people, all right, or whether we're just over explaining ourselves and it didn't need to happen. That's an emotional response because you weren't listened to before, so you're now like leaking them out to everyone. It could even be the other way, like where someone upsets you and you're just, you know, leaking them out to everyone. This is kind of saying, know how to give and know how to save, maybe even financially too, but specifically your emotions, because not everything is worth it, and these emotions can actually be used for your best interest, especially when it comes down to manifesting. They're saying when it comes down to achieving your goals, you're going to need those emotions. You're going to need this emotional maturity. So that's coming in for you. This love that's coming in. You're now loving yourself. This person's teaching you self-love. Very interesting. But again, what we said in the beginning was having your own sense of identity, even in relationships, even with good things happening. We're not attaching ourselves to that. That's not our identity. You are very separate to these things, but these are bonuses to your life. These add to your life. So this person's just going to add to your life, but there is some healing that needs to be done, and really, really deep stuff. The moon, this person may go very slow with you in terms of relationships. There's emotions there, but this person may see that you need healing, or this could be the other way around, but with how the reading's going, it's like that. The same patience here. There is love. They are offering it to you, but I think there are some boundaries, which is good. I actually see this as good in this case, or again, they're saying like to wait, like to not rush anything. And this may cause some like triggering energy within you. Like we have the moon, the Four of Swords, the Nine of Swords. You're having to really look at your fears. You're having to really look at those thoughts and feelings that you're having here, to process them, to move forward away from them, to understand which ones are actually confusing you and are illusions, and which ones are real. And which feelings. We're all going to feel things. When someone pisses us off, we're always going to be angry. But does that mean you punch someone in the face or do something worse? No, doesn't mean that you give your energy to things. And I think this is something that you're learning, is to know when to give energy and when not. So maybe this is not just about emotions. You're going to get like a spiritual teacher or a lover or a friend who's going to guide you when it comes down to your energy and how to preserve that so that you can be beneficial in the future. Interesting. So you could, all to benefit from it in the future is what I mean to say. So this fork in the road. Fork in the road. Again, I think you might have to let go of some things that could be very challenging for you to let go of when you discover this truth. And again, when you realize something, you reach that dead end, there's a thing of like, but then who am I? But this is where the artist comes in and says, you can be whoever you want to be. But it's a good thing that we expose to you who you are not, so that you can now understand who you can become. This Five of Pentacles coming through as feeling a lack, feeling a loss. There may be some financial loss, as we said. This feeling of abandonment, this feeling of like, who am I? Because I feel like it's an identity thing. You're the Two of Cups. You're going to work together with spirit and maybe with somebody here who can help you. This can just be, again, like a therapist. It could be very much that, but it's someone who's coming in, who is someone you've worked with in a lifetime before. So spirit's coming in saying, okay, this is now the right time to bring this person into your life because they carry value. They're here to teach you something along this part of your journey. We have the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, it definitely feels like some financial loss coming through. Okay, with the Nine of Pentacles as well. This is again teaching you how to rely on yourself, to build for yourself. This is very independent energy. To fill up those holes that you feel were missing from other people, that you're giving it back to yourself. This is the start of your come up, Libra. Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, but this is really about your finances, your stability, and longevity, actually. What you give to yourself lasts a lot longer than what others can give to you. So this is that sense of identity. And it will pay off. You're planting the right seeds. But I think you have to make a choice when you reach this dead end and these changes start to happen, of either you stay in a victim mode of like, all right, like I'm just lost, I'm abandoned, this is that. Or you take accountability and responsibility for yourself. And again, there is someone who's going to come in and help you. Either a water sign or again, somebody who's going to help you see value in yourself, but encourage you to see value in yourself too. And this is what's actually going to cause you to feel very happy in your own energy, which maybe before you was not, Libra. This is again like feeling left out in the cold by people, but you're actually kind of, what's interesting here is you're using your, what was once a weakness as a strength, which is very powerful, by the way. Because you're going from, all right, maybe some doors did shut on you. And it definitely does feel like the case. But then you kind of built a garden outside. Like, you see what I mean? You kind of built a home for yourself. You built a garden for yourself. You built a good environment for yourself. Because it wasn't given to you. And even when you wanted it to, asked people to, it was shut on your face. Like, it does feel like you lack trust in people because the fact that people really did reject you or people really did abandon you. But you're building it for yourself now, which is good. And I think this is the biggest lesson behind this. Let's pull you some cards here, Libra. All right, it does feel like chaos is going through, but we have the whale. Great worry over nothing. I actually dreamt of a whale. Door, opportunities are waiting for you. So they do say one door closes, another one opens. Jeez Louise. We have someone you know is undependable and insincere, strong emotion, passionate love or hate. This feels like some past situation here. All right, you may have a lot of strong emotion towards this situation, okay, because you feel like they are undependable and insincere. This could be, again, parents, people from the past here who did shut doors on you. I think what Spirit's trying to say here is that they don't dictate to you the rest of your life, but holding these kinds of emotions here. When we have hate, we must have had strong love at one point, so this is just saying here, we need to move forward from the situation. We need to learn and grow from the situation, okay? If they are undependable and insincere, then there's no point even thinking about them, okay? Anything else for Libra? We have fan, celebration, romance, and party. We have February underneath that as well, so that's interesting. Anything else for Libra? You could be meeting someone this month. Scales, all right, Libra, step into your power, keep your life in balance. We have vulture. This is saying depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. All right, this is just those fears, those thoughts, because yeah, once upon a time, you probably did have people going against you or working against you or doing things behind your back. This is no longer happening. The whale is saying great worry over nothing. These people are out of your life. All right, this is no longer happening. So don't allow your thoughts to say this to you, okay? Animal for Libra. Chain. Again, chain of events that will affect your life. It's that ba-boom energy I was feeling. We have a man. You could be the man, or you're dealing with a man. It could be that mentor that we were speaking about. And this is probably someone who's going to really help you out. Yeah, both cards on here are speaking of taking a vacation. So some of you guys could be traveling. This is taking a vacation physically or mentally, okay? Maybe, I always say, vacations, especially to different cultures, can really like give you, travel anyways can really kind of open your mind up and make you change some things. So maybe that's the epiphany you're getting when you're traveling or when you're somewhere. All right. Or it could be guiding you to travel. Let's pull you an animal spirit card. Initial J and I are coming through. We have the koi fish, which is good. This is actually about prosperity. There's always enough. And when you understand that, we will never feel envious or jealous of other people. We will never feel like we are lacking anything. This koi fish says there is always enough. If other people can get it, you can get it too. There's unlimited energy out there, okay? So don't you worry. Having this lack mindset is blocking you from those blessings. So when we step into understanding that things are unlimited, all right? You see a lot of people, a lot of companies with a lot of money, all right? I kind of feel like it's a deeper subject, of course, we can go into, but it's pretty much unlimited. It's just about finding where to get it, all right? Which can be very hard to admit or acknowledge when we have no good idea that can lead us there, or if we don't have a lot and we're struggling to pay some things. This is about understanding that the universe can gift you when you're open to it. Use your mind wisely. So again, our thoughts can be our beliefs, or our thoughts and our beliefs can dictate our reality. So you're using your mind wisely. You're changing that perspective, which actually feels a lot like progress for you, which is good. And we have reclaim your power. Let go of anything you need to let go of. Understand how strong you are, Libra, so you can move forward and use that power in this new future that you seem to be creating for yourself, okay? All right, remember you're the artist of your own world. You can create your reality. Even when blockages come up, it's all about perspective, how you see it, how you react to it, which is why someone's coming in to help you with that. Or yourself could be the one coming in to help you with that, okay? Anyways, Libra, I love you guys. Wish you all the best. If you'd like a personal reading with me, there's a link down below on my website. So go and check that out if you wish. But otherwise, I'll see you guys next time, okay?